Welcome back to another episode of Get Juice. So here we're going to take a look at one of my favorite recipes. But before we do that, I want to tell you about the importance of introducing greens drinks to your daily ritual. I recommend starting first thing in the morning, 18 to 24 ounces before you do anything else. I have this within 15 minutes of waking up, and then I have my meat and nuts breakfast shortly after. The number one reason you guys aren't achieving results, despite all the chicken breasts you're pounding, despite the great workouts you're having, is you're not focusing on your digestion. And a great analogy is like you guys are, you bought a Lamborghini. Imagine that. You bought a Lamborghini and you're putting premium fuel in it every single week. You're topping it off with great fuel, but guess what? You never change the oil. What's going to happen? So that's what a lot of you guys are doing. You're turning your 500 horsepower Lamborghini into a 100 horsepower Honda Civic. So this is why we need to focus on things that improve our digestion and our absorption. And this stuff really sets the tone for the rest of your day. So I'm going to call this recipe here the Lean Green Fat Burning Machine. It's excellent for muscle building as well. And it's got a couple key ingredients in here that I'll walk you through. So the first thing we've got is kale. I love kale. I consider it a miracle food. It's so inexpensive, and it's actually got tons of research behind it as well. It's been shown to really help fight virtually every kind of cancer and disease. So if you're looking to increase longevity, you've got to introduce kale to your diet. Very high in vitamin C, beta carotene, and vitamin E, amongst a lot of other things. So we've got kale to start off with. Next, we have celery. We've talked about celery in the last video. Another thing I want to mention, upon all of its other benefits, is that celery helps increase sperm count. It helps increase the quality of your sperm. So if you're interested in getting pregnant, not you, you're getting your wife pregnant, then this is where you want to head. You want to start including a couple stalks of celery in your diet each week. Research to show that as well. Next, I want to show you the apple. Now, what I did with the apple here, actually, I'm not going to try and trick you guys. I actually already cut it. It's been pre-cut, and it's actually crazy now. It's been sitting here for about 10 minutes. You see how it's already starting to oxidize? You see how the color's already changing? That's actually a lesson in itself. Somebody asked, can I put it in the fridge and drink it later? I typically don't recommend that. Some people say you can keep it for 1 or 2 days. I prefer to consume these right away because, as you can see, look at the color changing in the apple. This hasn't even been cut for more than 10 minutes. So that's what's also happening to the rest of your vegetables if you let it sit in the fridge. Freezing it's something different. So what happened when I cut the apple? Do you see what's in the center? You notice the star there? Well, if you turn that star towards you, each one of those points is pointing to a different organ in your body. And that's where that famous saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, comes from. So apples are really important. And what I also like about them with your greens drinks is that they give a lot of flavor. I used to love apple juice as a kid, but it's one of the few fruits I'll work with. It's also low on the glycemic index, so it takes a long time for it to convert to sugar. So that's why we use a low glycemic fruit. Over here, we've got ginger. I bet you're not using ginger on a regular basis. This is excellent for digestion, guys and gals. As soon as you consume digestion, it helps increase saliva within the mouth, which is going to help promote a healthy digestion through the digestive tract. So starting to include ginger. And what we're going to do is just shave off a little piece here. You don't want to go too crazy on the ginger. You'll learn the hard way if you do. So we're going to add a bit of ginger to our drink. Goes great with apple. Also, we use a cucumber. As you notice, I almost use a cucumber every time. It's a great base, adds a lot of hydration to our drink. Also, we've got lemon. As we've talked about, lemon is a great way to alkalize your body. And because a lot of us have had bad habits in the past, maybe right now where you're eating more processed food than you should, your body has a hard time. Your stomach doesn't have as much acid in it. It's essentially its machinery is not breaking down food it should. So alkalizing your body helps your stomach do its job more efficiently. Okay, and what else do we got? I think that's it. Oh, one last thing. We've got the we got the coconut water. So coconut water is getting a lot of popularity these days, and I don't have it all the time, but I like to add it to my drinks primarily in the summertime when it's hot. Coconut water is very high in electrolytes, and if you're dehydrated, you're going to perform 20 to 30% less during your workout. So we need to stay hydrated. It's one of the most important things. And what I encourage people to think about in terms of hydration is not trying to be hydrated on a day-to-day basis, but being hydrated from a week-to-week basis. So what that means is if you want to have a great workout in 7 days from now, you got to start focusing on getting hydrated today. If you're going to have a big workout later today and you're not hydrated right now, it's almost too late. You're not. It's mentally you might feel better, but physiologically you're not going to experience the benefits as opposed to being constantly hydrated. All right, let's see what happens here when we put this bad boy together. I like to cut this up. It blends up a little quicker. But as you saw last time, the Vitamix is a pretty powerful tool. I consider this an investment, and you guys don't need to go out and spend $400 or $500 on this, although I recommend it if this is going to be a part of your lifestyle. You know, a lot of people ask me what's the best blender, Vince, and I say the best blender is the one that you use. So even if you have a $30, $40 blender, that's totally fine. The bottom line is that you get this a part of your lifestyle. And remember, this isn't a little fad. This isn't something we do once here and there and expect to see the benefits. This is something you have to do daily. It's literally a part of your life. Your friends are going to know you as the juicing guy. All right? And we'll slice this bad boy up just a little bit more. All right. So I've been making these every day for Flavia while she's been pregnant, and she loves them. Her health has been tremendous. Her doctor told her, whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. And you know, these habits, although they take a couple minutes each morning and they cost a couple bucks to invest in all these vegetables, it goes a long way. And we talked about investing into your... Every decision is an investment into your long-term health. I got a, that sometimes happens. I thought I got all the seeds, but oh well. Seed never hurt anybody. All right, and let's get that coconut water. I should have measured that, but it's usually about half a cup. And we'll let this bad boy go to work. All right, start it on off. Here we go. Here we go. And we're off. Look at this guy go. Look at that blender. I gotta tell you, what I love about this is that it doesn't make a mess. Juicy, it's a little messy, but I prefer this. I like to keep my fiber intact as well. And then pick it up, boom. I've been doing this a long time, so I can tell if it's going to be a little pulpy or a little too much, so I can tell I need to add a bit of water. Sometimes I like to take a little whiff too. Oh, wow. Nothing like live food. And that's the secret, guys. You got to get live food into your body. If you want to feel alive, there's a little good quote for you. If you want to feel alive, you need live food. And you can't do it better than with fresh freaking batch of greens. Heck, I wiped out half the produce store creating that one. It definitely tastes the apple. Can hardly taste the coconut water. Definitely taste the lemon. Lemon's key. That is amazing, guys. I cannot tell you how good that is, how easy this is to incorporate into your everyday life. I just burped again. You know how many times we have to cut this because I burp in the middle of a sentence? It's actually just after, because this is like my 7th one of these today. We've been filming all day today, but TMI, too much info. You guys don't need to know that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it up. The more likes we get, the more likely I'll do more of these for you guys. Really appreciate you all. Get juiced. We'll talk to you soon. I want to show you something cool here. When we slice this bad boy down the middle. Dang it, I sliced it down the wrong section. I meant to go the other way, so I'll have to do that again.